And if I want them to quiet down, I just say, "At ease."
Bill Valentine has spent more than 2 decades capturing the attention of crowds, especially students, with a history lesson that sticks.
I always get them back by saying, "Now remember, you got to charge against racism." And I'll have them stand up and yell, "Charge."
His speeches center on a group of black military men in America known as the Buffalo Soldiers. Formed on the heels of the Civil War, the all-black units folded into the Army during times of war and peace. But the uniform didn't shield them from discrimination.
They had to keep their horses outside of the cities. They couldn't eat in any of the cafeterias or the restaurants and stuff. They couldn't go to any of the bars, but they could die fighting for those people in those towns. A lot of them were ex-slaves when they came in, but they persevered. They made it from their past to a better future.
Valentine comes dressed in soldier blues with a saber and signature neck scarf. But what his audience often doesn't hear is his own story of service.
I just got out of tech school and I was getting ready to go to Thailand.
Valentine served his country as an Air Force staff sergeant during the Vietnam War.
Loading the B-52s, getting the cannons ready and prepped. It was just intense. So much work.
On the home front, he too faced racism in the civilian world.
Base housing would give me a reference and I would go to that address. We just sold. We just leased it. And then finally I got the pattern. Every time I showed up, it was just leased. So they sent out one of the military people out, a white guy, and went to the same apartment that I went to. And they leased it to him.
Mr. Valentine's story is part and parcel to the Buffalo Soldiers.
Go4 veteran Doug Minter shares Valentine's passion for this little-known piece of American history.
The Buffalo Soldiers did a lot more than just fighting wars. I mean, if it wasn't for the Buffalo Soldiers, a lot of our national parks wouldn't be where they were. They protected our national parks. They were some of the first, what we call now, park rangers.
Minter is part of a group using horses to bring to life the story of the Buffalo Soldiers and underscore the history lessons shared by his friend Bill Valentine.
To see a man so dedicated to this country and to giving back and wanting nothing in return, he's a beautiful man. He's an example of the Buffalo Soldier spirit.
Dear Mr. Valentine, thank you for the very interesting and creative presentations on the Buffalo Soldiers. I really learned some interesting things about slavery. Yeah, that's why I do it.
Valentine started his one-man act back in the mid-'80s. It was a way to attract more people to his church during Black History Month. In the years since, he has likely visited at least half the schools in the Knoxville area.
You really want to show how you can overcome your obstacles, no matter what they are. You can overcome them and make something of yourself and contribute to society. That's my message.